So what you will need for this project is you will need to have some fabric, of course.
Right.
You get to choose.
Your choice.
You get to choose whatever fabric that, and I decided to kind of do a different bug color. So I chose a navy because I think it would be fun to do a blue bug, which you'll see that I'm doing a blue beetle. So you'll want to prepare the front of your bag first. On your pattern, there's a template. So then all you will do is you'll take your vinyl, kind of has a mind of its own. So I'm going to lay that down. So I will use the edge, the straight edge, and then I'll just take my pencil or my pen, and I will just draw that right on there and cut it out.
Perfect.
And that's it. Okay. And then once I'm done with that, then you know with heat transfer vinyl, you'll adhere that to your fabric.
Right, and you can use that with a pressing cloth.
Yes.
You can use the...
I definitely would use a pressing cloth when you're doing this. Now on our ladybug, we actually cut the circles. We cut the circles out, and we did a blanket stitch around it, and so it kind of finished it a little bit. So once you have all your pieces prepared, then you're ready to put in the zipper. You're going to take the two pieces and you're going to sandwich the zipper in between those two pieces. So I'm going to then, after I'm done with this, I'm going to take it to my machine and I'm going to stitch 1/4 of an inch along the raw edges right up here. Okay, and once I do that, then I'm going to flip it over. I'm going to do that on both sides. So now that you can see, I've got my pieces of fabric in between. There's my zipper. And I'm going to fold them out and then top stitch along here so that it holds it in place.
And it just lays really nice.
And it just lays so nice.
Yep.
Then I took my little tabs. This is where you're going to attach your little tabs. I would put them on the edge, and then this also, it has you trimmed down to a certain size as well. And this is all in the pattern. So I'm going to put my little tabs on at this point. Just do a tack on to hold it down.
I always like to do a tack, and the reason I like to is because then my zipper pull doesn't come off. It holds my zipper in place.
So this is going to become your gusset part of your bag. So I'm going to actually, with right sides together, I'm going to sew 1/4 of an inch here, and I'm going to sew 1/4 of an inch here.
Okay.
All right, and then voila, we've got it done. So I have sewed, and this is what it looks like when it's done. So I turned it right side out, and then I put a little stitch to hold on there. And I did this in a lighter color so that you can kind of see. So then when I turn it all right sides out, then it makes a circle.
Perfect.
Isn't that really fun? Once we're done with that, we have this is our back, this is our front, and now all we have to do is assemble. And we're ready to go. Okay. So right side. So determine which. Make sure your zipper also that you slide your zipper in before you start.
Because you really want, like this zipper is in the back of the bug. I mean, you don't really want your zipper coming halfway through your bug.
So you can decide if you want your zipper, your bug facing down, or if you want
this stripe kind of looks like a smile. So maybe you want a bug with some smiles on there.
Yeah. So then what I like to do when I'm working with this kind of thing, I always like to measure my in quarters. So I will probably fold this, see where my sides are. I'll fold it the other direction and see where I'm here. And I will also do the same thing here. I will measure here, and then I will measure here. So then I have some points that I can.
Not me, I just go for it, and then I have about an inch
then
at the end I'm trying to get in.
Then I know that it's going to be even, okay, when I go around. So then from here, just make sure you sew your right sides together, and it doesn't really matter on this one because let's do it on this little guy. I want to make sure that he is facing up. So I'm going to do right sides together. Then I just pin, and this is where you might find it a little bit scary or working with curves.
Just go slow.
Go really slow, pin as many times as you need, Then I will go and do the other side. Okay, so then that's what our bag will look like. Then once you flip it, then you are ready to go catch some bugs and have a home for them.
Oh my gosh, so
and
fun.
Zip that up. Isn't that
Zip
so
that up being the key word.
Zip it up.
Especially if it's coming in the house.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Yes, exactly.